All those things are part of the ministry, it's part of the doctrine, right? It says, which is honest, though we be made as reprobates, for we can do nothing against the truth before the truth. And it's not even just the heathen, but it's even Jake and the truth. Once they come out the truth, that's why they wax worse, man. Okay, what do you think? And how much more for the heathens that are outside the truth, and they're the vocab Malones and all of them. Okay, these Christian pastors coming against the truth and all that. Okay, getting cut up all the goddamn time. Okay, they can't do nothing against the truth before it, man. You're only gonna help spread the truth. So they put the truth on their platform, their Christian platform, and people are like, wait, hold up, man, what he said made sense, right? The Lord will be putting the spirit on those people, right? Next thing you know, the people start researching about these so-called quote-unquote Hebrew Israelites, or like they like to call us black Hebrew Israelites, which we ain't black, okay? But they'll call us the black Hebrew Israelites as a derogatory term, okay? Right? And then next thing you know, their audience is doing research and they're like, wait, hold up, they're telling the truth. This is actually in the scriptures. Then they go into the definition, the breakdown, you know, right? So again, man, you can't do nothing against the truth before it, man. And the same thing can be said for Esau, okay? Right? When he go put it on his channel, when he's gonna start putting it on the news, okay? You don't know who that's gonna wake up. You don't know whose eyes that's gonna draw, right? Towards the truth. It says, for we are glad, but we are weak, and ye are strong, and this is also we wish, even your perfection, which is what we strive for. Okay? Again, also going to the topic at hand, which is corruption versus incorruption, man. Right now, we're corruptible, man. Okay? Our spirit can be tainted. Our spirit can be tainted. Okay? We could fall out the truth, I know, and I'm gonna say it, man, because it's definitely possible. Okay? I've seen brothers that I love, man, and I've seen them fall out the truth as well. Okay? Right? And that's what dealing with the flesh is, man. Okay? All right, don't think you're above the program where, oh yeah, you can't follow the truth because you know all these breakdowns. You go out every week and teach. It's never about that, man. Okay? The Lord can take that spirit away from you, man. Just like he gave it to you, he can take it away. All right? Right? So again, man, you're not going to be able to do nothing against the truth, but you're going to do something for it. Okay? Just like when the Lord said he'll make us famous in a land that we were put to shame. The Lord's going to do that, man. He's going to do that for us. The Lord's going to make sure we're good. And I was meditating on that yesterday too, right? Because the times it's getting ready to come, we're going to need a covering, man. All right? We're going to need a covering. Okay? We're going to need protection. Okay? Not only from Esau, but and these other nations, but also Jake and the Hood. You know? These goddamn YNs, the spirit, because El Pasar and Gabar, they've been going in on those YNs, man. Okay? Right? So it says, for we might partake thereof with you, right? What are we going to partake in? Salvation. Okay? Because believe it or not, Yahawashi is giving salvation too. Okay? Yahawashi is in the spirit world, but he's waiting for that eternal glory as well, man. Okay? Yahawashi can get that eternal glory until the earth is in subjection. His foot is on their necks, right? Like it states, okay? So also Yahawashi is waiting for that glory, man, okay? So once Yahawashi, first and foremost, once our Heavenly Father, Yahawah, okay? And while Yahawashi, our big brother, get that glory, we're going to receive it along with them, okay? Because we're automatically connected to them, and that's how it works, man. That's called order, okay? That's how it works, order, man. Okay, if you're the husband, you know you're getting rich, you know what I'm saying, or you're reaping the benefits of your works. Guess what's gonna happen? Your family is automatically going to be, what is it called? Or partake in that glory. They're gonna partake in that success because they're directly connected to us. Okay, that's the same concept of us with the Heavenly Father and our Heavenly Father and our big brother. Okay, this is verse 24. Know ye not that which ye run a race, run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. Exactly, right? So just like we were speaking about in the first part, we're talking about running this race, okay? So that's what this race is, man, okay? The race is going to ultimately have to come to an end, okay? This race is ultimately going to have to come to an end, all right? This race is ultimately going to have to come to an end, all right? So like I'm a little bit congested. But yeah, this race is ultimately going to have to come to an end, man, okay? It's ultimately going to have to come to an end. Okay, and it's coming to an end, man. We're nearing that finish line. Okay, right? You know, we're at the end where everything's fatigued. Everyone's running slow, but they're giving it their last stride, their last push. Oh hell no, man! All these wasps right here. Okay, they're getting their last stride, their last push. Okay, right? So that's how you know we're at the end, man. Okay, right? Look at this, man. You see in the camera? Goddamn wise, man. I'm trying to ignore them, just push. But it says verse 25, and every man that striveth for mastery is temperate in all things, meaning discipline, man. Okay, you gotta stay disciplined. And that's why I love comparing this to the gym, man. It's about repetition, man. Repetition builds endurance. Okay, endurance builds stamina. Okay, and all those three things build what is it called? Discipline. Okay, it builds discipline. It builds work ethic. Okay, because believe it or not, this is a job. Okay, it says now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, right? And some others, they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. Okay, all right, believe it or not, on the left hand side there's discipline too. Okay, they're strict on the left hand side too, man, because they're serious, man. They know what they're up against as well. Okay, you don't think you at least know what they're up against? There's people that are against them. There's people that, put curses on them back. Okay, or have the means to overthrow them. You don't think, like, again, man, the elites, they definitely know those things, man, and that's why they take the precautions that they do. They dibble and dabble with them witches and warlocks. They're physicians, okay, right? They're enchanters. They do the same thing on the left hand side, man. Okay, we ain't doing that over here, okay, because we don't practice those left hand what is it called? Those left hand works. We don't need to. We have the Lord. Okay, the Lord's in control of everything, man. There's nothing operating out of the Lord's orchestra, man. Okay. All right, and this is ultimately why we can't fear, man, because we know that the Lord is gonna have our back, man. If we're those men, which I definitely believe we're those men, I wholeheartedly believe that we're those men. Okay, that the scriptures are speaking about. Okay, the Lord will protect us. He will give us that covering, man. Okay. But we, an incorruptible, right? We what? Incorruptible crown, man. We're striving for salvation. And I was thinking about this last week. Literally, I remember, I'm just at a plantation and I'm working and I'm thinking, I'm there thinking there about the kingdom. Okay? And I'm trying to meditate and think of all the things we're going to be doing in the kingdom. But, hey, man, the mind is only vast. It's so vast, man, like in this flesh. The mind in the flesh. Okay? Our minds in this flesh is only so vast. It can only go so far, man. Okay? There's limitations in the flesh. Okay, in the kingdom, we're not gonna have no limitations, man. Okay, we're not gonna have no more limitations. There's not gonna be no more limiter on how much we can think, how much we can take. Okay, because the flesh is all about limits, man. Okay, and even trying to follow these laws, man, there's only a limit because look at the influences and the cultures around us, man. Okay, the things that influence the flesh more than the spirit. Okay. Verse 26, I therefore so run as uncertainly, so fight. I, not as one that beateth the air. Verse 27, but I keep under my body to bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, myself should be casted away. It's luck you. All right, so we jump down to verse 15. Yeah. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 40. It says, there also be celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. Okay? The mortal and the immortal body. Okay? Which Yahawashi right now, he's in his immortal body. He's in the spirit world. Okay? Really, what's going to happen when we change is that we're going to be changed in the eyes of the spirit, man. Okay, we're still gonna look like we have human bodies, okay, but we're gonna be so indulged in the spirit, man. Okay, the spirit is gonna outwards reflect upon the flesh, and we're gonna be changed, man. Okay, to where we're not gonna break no laws, man. Okay, we're really gonna get those spiritual power, just like in them comic books and all that stuff. Which I've been wanting to do a lesson on that again. I haven't done a lesson like that in a very long time on spiritual power. Okay, well that's coming, man. Even on this side, that's coming. Okay. And I already believe we have spiritual power. You know why? It's because we already have the spirit, man. Spiritual power starts with the spirit, man. How do you think we're being protected by high principalities? You don't think there's that much more worse things can come to us and hurt us? You know what I mean?